This is the Scalper's Gold update for June 14th. Here we are with the YM again. This is the daily chart. Last time we watched, we had this daily market structure low. We're in this kind of 8,200, 8,500 channel there. And I said this market structure low fired off. I gave you the trigger. It was right there. That we'd get another leg up, break out of that range, that 8,500 range, which you can see we did. We triggered that long. And it actually got up as high as that 8,900 here, off that news on that day. But pretty much been consolidating now around this 8,600 to 8,800 area. So we've been chopping in this range. And here's the thing. Again, we would look for normally another pattern like we had here, maybe this market structure low type pattern to trigger long, to somewhere set up, trigger long and break us out to the next level after this thing consolidates. The question because of the fact that we are into the summer here now, is there going to be enough volume? Not that they won't threaten to break, but is there enough volume to actually break is going to be the question now that we're into the summer. Now, not every summer is dull. We've had some pretty active summers in the past, but so far the volume has been light. And sometimes there's an event or something out there that the market doesn't know about that can really get things moving in the summer. But we're going to have to wait and see. My advice would be to play it light during the summer, and maybe don't look for the 100 point, 80, 100 point moves in the Dow, the 20 to 30 point moves. Maybe what you need to take. Be a little more on the cautious side because the volume is, looks like it's going to be light anyway. But let's take a look. So that's, we'll see. We're in this again, this consolidation area. It's the same thing that we kind of had, in this area prior to it. You break out. Sometimes you get a little further break, but anyway, we got a little break, consolidation, and this thing's going to either break this way or this way. We don't know, but we'll find out when we get another setup. At least we'll get an idea of when that's going to happen, and off of either a market structure low or a market structure high that forms and triggers either long or short. Just currently, anyway, you can look. We do have a market structure high here, so we would have a short trigger right here. This is the Globex right now, Sunday night trading. So I mean, if we do break to the upside here, or we trigger this thing short, obviously you've got support, 200-day support, 13S support in here, this 8,600 area, 8,650 area. So that's a big area of support here. We start getting closes below the 200-day, and obviously that's going to be trouble on the downside. But let's just take a look at this weekly. Okay, on the weekly, you can see we had our Scalper's Gold long signal fire off here at 78.82. Okay, and our trend had changed from red to neutral, and now it's long, blue. We've come up about 1,100 points from the trigger to the high of 8,900. So 1,100 points available there on that long weekly trigger. But you can see now, again, we've got the 13S rising, and you've got this is the weekly 50 period coming down. So that's going to come into, if we consolidate in here, and then we're going to get a break one way or the other. But the weekly is long, and then this one last look at the monthly. So basically, we're in consolidation mode right now. We'll get a break eventually. The thing that you have to be careful with now is that we're into the summer doldrums, or we may be. And we can have a lot of false breakouts because the volume isn't there to drive things. So this is what we've got to be careful with. Here again, here was our monthly market structure low. that triggered long. We had a Scalper's Gold that fired off at 85.78. The problem is our MSA trend is still red, which means it's short. So we really want to wait until this changes to yellow, and then at that point we could set up a potential long trade on the monthly. But we got our little 5-period to curl. It's about the first time that's done that in a year. We had closed all these months below the monthly 5-period here. We finally did get a close above. We talked about this in a prior video, and we've got a couple of months that have closed above the 5-period. Again, it's the first time it's done that in over a year. So a good sign. But the question is, and this is what we talked about I think last week, is the 9,000 area resistance, and then your 13S here. This is a bull bear line at 9,200 area. They come up and test that, and we'll find out, if they're either going to base above, start closing above that area, or if they kind of come into this area, maybe make a high above that area and then fall back, and then do that kind of thing. But we won't know until we get up here and test this area what it's going to look like up there, if we can get up there, and when. So, but we'll keep watching this as this comes up. If it continues to come up, if we get a market structure high that forms, let's say next month looks like this, and then the following month we'll have a short trigger here, and if that trigger is short, then again that's we've got to be looking at potentially taking out the lows would be the dangerous thing. So anyway, I would keep it tight and light through the summer. Maybe look for fewer points than you might normally, and go lighter in your contract size, whether that you be trading shares of stock or futures contracts, until we see how this daily gets resolved. Again, we can get breakout setups and then kind of false breaks because the volume is not there to fall through, get the fall through. Anyway, I hope that's helpful, and we'll do this again next week.